Hey guys, it's Jimbasco, and recently I've received a lot of questions revolving around 280mm all-in-one coolers, and if Corsair's own SP140 LED edition fans are any better than their stock SP140L fans. I'm making this video in hopes of answering some of those, and I hope you enjoy it and the B-roll that's about to play. So now that you know both the fans look the part, do they perform nearly as well as they look? Let's find out. So we're running both the fans at 900 RPM, more or less, through Corsair Link. I have it set to 900, but as you can see, they hover around 930, and the pump is at 2765. I don't know what that means. All I know is that I set it to performance mode, which is a lot quieter than quiet mode. Just trust me on this one. It's the truth. I wouldn't lie to you about the pump sound. The 900 RPM is because these fans max out at 1440 RPM, while the SP140L maxes out at around 1980 or 2000 RPM. Idle is around 36 to 40 degrees Celsius, which isn't the best idle temperatures, but you can live with them. They're definitely not bad. I'm running all of this on a stock clocked 4790K, and this is because I didn't want any overclocking or overvolting getting in the way of our test results. Now to move on to some stress testing. So I'll be using Intel Extreme Tuning Utility to push the CPU to its limits and see how cool the H110i GT can keep it. Haswell refresh chips like the 4790K do run a little hot, so it's not fully unexpected that this chip might get a little toasty. At 100% utilization, the chip is running at 56 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius, although the stress test has only been in place for a couple seconds now. And we'll let this test run for a whole 5 minutes and see where it goes. The fans are still running at 900 RPM and the pump is still chugging away in performance mode. So now we'll just be finishing up the stress test on the SP140 LED edition, and you can see that we're at 65 degrees Celsius. And while it's not bad, I think the SP140L edition will do a lot better because they have 2 extra fins on them. So that's kind of the trade-off that you make. You make a trade-off of aesthetics versus performance, and that's just something you'll have to consider when you're making your purchase of these fans. Keep in mind that these are $30 more. Well, I mean, you get the other fans for free, so $30 more. The reasoning that I'm using to keep the fans at 900 RPM for both tests is that the maximum speed for both fans are very, very different. For the SP140 LED edition, the maximum RPM it can spin at is 1440, whereas the SP140L, the default fans, the maximum speed is somewhere between 1980 and 2000. I'm not exactly sure at the time, but that's a pretty large difference. And also considering that the SP140L has 2 extra fins, 9 compared to the SP140 LED edition 7, that means a good amount of CFM difference. While the SP140L fans may not look as flashy as the LED counterparts, they definitely perform better. Their increased CFM at lower fan speeds, because of their 2 extra fan blades on the actual fan itself, definitely show their stuff here. The sound level is decreased greatly, and idle temps are on average 4 to 5 degrees cooler. The fans are running at a fixed rate of 900 RPM still, and the pump is still in high performance mode. nothing of that has changed, and we're still running the same exact programs, if not one more now because I'm using something else to record the audio. So now we'll just be doing some stress testing with the same Intel Extreme tuning utility, pushing the CPU to 100% utilization and keeping it at stock clocks and stock voltages to see where it goes. It did a similar jump as to when it had the SP140 LED edition fans on, from around 35 degrees Celsius to the high 50s, but we haven't really breached 60 yet, so we'll see in a couple minutes where we end up and how the temps compare. So as you can see, the SP140L did pretty much exactly the same as the LED editions did. They both maxed out at around 60 degrees, 62 degrees. They both went around there and they stayed around there. In conclusion, the SP140L and the LED edition fans perform pretty much exactly the same at load. However, the one qualm I have with this is that the SP140L is quieter at 900 RPM than the LED edition is at 900 RPM, and if you wanted to reach the same decibel level for both fans, the SP140L would perform much better. It would perform... okay, maybe much better is an overstatement. It would perform a couple degrees better. And those couple of degrees could really help you out. However, if you're a fan of aesthetics like I am, and a fan of LEDs on top of that, then the SP140 LED fans are for you. But then again, my statement to that is, if you really wanted LEDs, why not just add them to your case? I think the SP140L fans look great with LEDs in the case because they're just this stealthy look that get illuminated and look really nice. That's really just my take on it though. If you have another opinion disagreeing with me, or if you have an opinion agreeing with me and strengthening my argument for it, write about it in the comments below and I'll definitely check it out and respond. I really enjoy reading your guys' comments. It really helps me think up new ideas for videos, and it also just adds a good amount of discussion to this page, which I really enjoy. Thanks for watching, and it's been a pleasure showing off these fans, which I love so very much.